Hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of ATCW Live. I am your host, the Golden Tongue, Evan Wade, and today I thought I'd have class outside for a little while. You know, it's not every day that you get a gorgeous, beautiful day like this one. A little bit of breeze, a little bit of warmth from the sun, and that beautiful clear sky that you can see right behind me. I just couldn't pass it up. So ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the match card for ATCW Annihilation, coming to you live from the Leetown Community Center in Kearneysville, West Virginia, I wanted to take the time to make two very important, very cool announcements. One, courtesy of our friends Deadpool, Kid Suicide, and Eric, we have 20 sets of 10 2024 ATCW trading cards ready to give away come Saturday night. Deadpool says it is first come, first serve to get your awesome ATCW trading cards with your favorite ATCW stars on them. Be sure to see Deadpool when you get in the building on Saturday night. Announcement number two, of course, you cannot forget, at 6:50 on the dot, it is time for the latest edition of Final Words with Dennis Williams. I have no idea who his guest is going to be. Personally, I would love to hear from Lucius Suede upon winning his second ATCW Heavyweight Championship. But, ladies and gentlemen, we shall see. Come 6:50, we've got an explosive card to go over with 6 exciting matches regarding ATCW Annihilation. So what do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get right to it. Let's get to the studio. A fresh contest is going to kick off this episode of ATCW Live, while Bill Bain is scheduled to go one-on-one with John Wes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't seen Bill Bain wrestle in quite some time, but if I remember correctly, it's always a good time seeing Bill Bain perform inside the squared circle. On the other side of the ring, we've got John Wes, and I have never seen him perform. However, I did find some videos for my research, and I have to say, this guy looks like the real deal. He is going to make an excellent opponent for Bill Bain come Saturday night at ATCW Annihilation. Both of these guys have size, they've got strength, and they both have the will to succeed here in ATCW. Will Bill prove to be the bane of John Wes's existence, or can John Wes show Bill Bain and the ATCW family that he is a force to be reckoned with? Last month, we saw the Postman, Vam Williams, make his return to the ATCW arena. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another return imminent as Dallas Riggs finds his way back to the ATCW arena to go one-on-one with the Postman himself, Vam Williams. I've got my eye on this contest, ladies and gentlemen, because the speed and the intensity of Vam Williams versus the technicality of Dallas Riggs should make for an exciting contest. Last month, we saw Van Williams go one-on-one with the ego tripper himself, Robbie Wayne, and he came up short in his showing, unable to get a pinfall victory over Robbie Wayne. The history of Dallas Riggs in ATCW is not exactly a splendid one either, as he has stepped up to go one-on-one with both LA Star and Ethan Cross in the past, coming up short in both of those showings. With both of these competitors, with Van Williams and with Dallas Riggs, both on a losing streak, who will walk out the victor come Saturday night at ATCW Annihilation? One half of the ATCW Tag Team Champions is set to do battle as LA Star goes one-on-one with the scumbag Ron Holiday. Last month, LA Star went one-on-one with Prince Blackthorn and was able to walk away with a victory. Well, I hope he's rested up after that abusive encounter, because Ron Holiday is not known for cuddling. Well, at least inside the ATCW ring. Ron Holiday challenged the Chocolate Carolina Cowboy last month, and unfortunately for Ron, he came up a little bit short and got himself a loss in the middle of the ATCW ring. But an excellent performance nonetheless from both of those men. If I was Ron Holiday, and most of the time I thank my lucky stars that I'm not, I would be studying as much of the ATCW footage as possible. It's available on the ATCW Facebook page and the ATCW YouTube page. Go check it out. Make sure you leave us a like in the process. LA Star is not to be taken lightly by any means whatsoever. There is a reason he is a 4-time tag team champion here in ATCW, and he's looking to get another victory under his belt. Can the scumbag overcome the star power, or will LA secure a victory once again under the ATCW roof? A matchup that I am expecting to steal the show come Saturday night. Robbie Wayne goes one-on-one with the Chocolate Carolina Cowboy, Rico Hendricks. Fresh off a victory over Van Williams last month, Robbie Wayne is sitting high and looking good in the position that he is in right now, going into this matchup with Rico Hendricks. He is not only looking to get a victory over Rico Hendricks, but he's looking to send him on the biggest ego trip that he has ever been on in his lifetime. Well, Chocolate Carolina Cowboy himself, Rico Hendricks, also has some momentum going into this match. As I mentioned before, he got his victory over Ron Holiday last month in an excellent performance from both of those men. I expect great things out of this match, and I would not be surprised if Robbie Wayne goes back-to-back with the Golden Tongue Certified Banger Badge on the next episode of Recap. Make sure you guys show up for this event on September 20th with the doors at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. It should be awesome. Can Rico Hendricks ride off into the sunset with another win under that big old belt buckle? Or will Robbie Wayne prove to everybody that this town ain't big enough for the two of them? I think it's about time for a championship match, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's talk about the ageless one, Ethan Cross, going one-on-one with the king of the 304 champion, King Tremor. King Tremor has been ruling the kingdom of the 304 for the past 6 months, and what a ride it has been. Tremor has found a new level of confidence that is often hard to achieve for the average man, but if Tremor's proven anything to us for the last 6 months is that he is much more than just average. The ageless one, Ethan Cross, on the other hand, has turned his attention to Tremor's throne, thinking he will look really nice sitting in it. With Prince Blackthorn possibly at ringside, Ethan will have to have eyes in the back of his head, something he has been very familiar with here in ATCW. Can King Tremor take a page out of Ethan Cross's book and maintain his regal reign? Or will Ethan cross off another item from his list by becoming the king of the 304? Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the main event for ATCW Annihilation, the #1 contendership for the ATCW Heavyweight Championship. Deuce Donatelli goes one-on-one with the weight of the world, Corey Bush. This story has practically written itself over the course of the last several months. You know, when the ATCW Heavyweight Championship tournament was announced, I was kind of sad that I saw Deuce Donatelli's name on one side and Corey Bush's name on the other, meaning that they would never meet and go one-on-one inside the ATCW arena. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am living proof that if you wish hard enough for something, that dream may indeed come true. Last month, after the bell rang in the finals of the ATCW Heavyweight Championship tournament, Deuce Donatelli immediately punched his golden ticket and cashed in on that opportunity for the ATCW Heavyweight Championship match. Well, thanks to Corey Bush, he did not walk out as the new ATCW Heavyweight Champion. Both of these men feel like they have a claim to stake for this ATCW Heavyweight Championship, and both of these men are ready to do battle in order to earn that opportunity, because as we know, here in ATCW, you have to earn all of your opportunities. With the two-time ATCW Heavyweight Champion Lucius Suede standing at the end of this contest, which one of these men will score a pinfall victory or a submission victory and earn themselves an opportunity at ATCW Heavyweight Gold? Ladies and gentlemen, September 20th, doors 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. ATCW Annihilation comes to you live from the Leadtown Community Center. An exciting card that I just ran down for you in explicit detail, and I am so privileged to be able to do so. Make sure that you show up early, because at 6:50, Final Words with Dennis Williams will be happening. Stay tuned to maybe find out who his guest is, but it is always, a nice surprise nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, until Saturday night, I have been your host, the Golden Tongue, Evan Wade, and as I said, it's always a privilege to be here on your screen. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.